Welcome back to another episode of the Walking Towards Life podcast. I'm your one and only host, Walker Williams, and this is a place where you can learn, you can grow your consciousness, and you can be your best self. Today, we have a very special podcast that I feel like was calling me to speak on. We getting closer to the end of the year. This is the holiday season. We about to enter a new year, and I think it came to me in the way of like, how could I help people be better? What is something that's going to really help and be effective to people's lives in 2025? And the thing that came to me and was speaking to me the most is taking your power back. In 2025, we are taking our power back. It's time. It's no longer giving people energy. It's no longer living in fear. It's no longer doing the things that we don't feel right doing. And I wanted to break this down. I want to talk about this and how game changing it can be once you realize your power and what it would be once you take it back. And because it's been one of the things that I've been seeing and being aware of, for my time of growing and growing that foundation within myself and grounding myself to where I can be aware of places to where I might give my energy in places that is not needed, or I might be draining my energy to the point to where I don't have none for myself, right? So you might think, how can I get my power back? Well, I'm gonna take you there. All right. I feel like the number one thing we have to focus on is everybody don't deserve a reaction. This is one of the things that I see a lot of times. We tend to react to people or get triggered by people. And as a young person, I used to get triggered, and I used to react to some people who would push you or who would say things or would speak ill intent upon you. So you feel like you have to respond back. You feel like you have to say something back, or you have to get your get back. And I just feel like now as I became aware, it's not the getting back part is all ego, and you want to make that person feel like how they made you feel, but you responding to them in a way of anger is only giving them energy. It's giving them power. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was to want to either try to fight you or try to argue with you or something like that, and you start yelling at them back, it's like, I feel like consciously, it's telling them like, "Ooh, I can get them started. Oh, I got them all ruffled." Like my words really got them mad or angry or emotional. It's giving that power. And I think once you realize that, you're able to be like, okay, I feel like an effective thing to do in that moment is to pause and be like, does this deserve my reaction? Does this deserve my response? And a lot of times, a lot of situations don't deserve your response or your reaction. A lot of people don't deserve that energy. And I think it's good to decipher when and when not to give that energy, because a lot of times it will save you a lot more than what it has caused. I've seen a lot of people, majority of fights that happen, and y'all can attest to this, the majority of fights that happen in this world be over shit that don't make sense. It be stuff that's just pointless as hell. Either it's over bar fights or girl drama or boy drama or just ego and pride or anything. It's just I think a lot of times you being in your own space and your own groundedness, it would help you weed out those moments, because you responded to them. It could lead to any type of situation that could even be worse. I feel like sometimes if people try to come at you and you respond in a sense of like, you know what, this don't deserve my energy, kind of like in an unbothered way. Shout out to Omarion, because we gonna be unbothered in 2025, but it's in an unbothered way, not letting things get you out of character, of things that don't need to get you out of character. Like, you don't have to respond to every single thing. And I think the more you do that, the less problems that you will have, the more peace that you will have, because you are able to be within yourself and let that person, however they feel or whatever they trying to do over there, let them do that. Let them sit in that misery. Let them sit in that anger that they have. And once you don't respond, they're consciously is going to be like, they might be triggered that you didn't respond, and it's going to make them matter because they wanted you to respond. They wanted to get that energy out of you. And the fact that you didn't give it to them, they going to feel that. All the time they going to feel that. And I think I started doing that for myself once, like probably in my younger 20s. I just started being aware of my responses and my reactions of what making me react to things. It all starts with awareness, people. That is my thing. I think it really all just start with awareness. Awareness is the key. We're not reacting to things that don't deserve it, that don't deserve the reaction. If you feel like you want to have a peaceful 2025, we're not doing that. We're not engaging in things that don't deserve that. I think it's important. It is important to just pause, realize, and think, does this deserve my energy? How would this affect me? What is the aftermath of me giving them this response? Because a lot of times fights won't happen if you just won't respond. But a lot of times people take you walking away, or a lot of people don't like to take the high road. I know a lot of people be like, you go low, I go lower. But no, I'm telling you, if you actually don't give that situation the energy, a lot of times people won't be in the predicaments that they are in. It would save you from a lot of more issues than it could possibly be. I've been in situations myself to where people straight up talking crazy to me. And I know for a lot of men, it would be hard for them because you feel like you want to react, because you don't want them to know that you soft, or you don't want them to let you know that but you got to think from that person's mindset. They probably going through a lot. They're probably having a bad time in life. So they trying to make you feel bad, or they trying to trigger you because of their life is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Or their life is not where they want to be, so they want to project that onto you. So now they done triggered you because of what they're going through in their life, and now you in there acting a fool, and now y'all both looking like a fool. Rather than you like, I know that man probably got a lot going on at this moment. I'm gonna bag out. I'm gonna let him rock, and I'm gonna do my own thing. And most time, because if you was to go into that route, ain't no telling, you can either get shot, or y'all both could go to jail, or it could be any type of consequences, and you don't want that to happen. But I know with myself, I think about the consequences that come with my choices and my decisions. We have to be aware of the things that we do and how it would affect if you make that decision. What are the things that will follow if you make that decision, reacting to somebody who don't deserve your energy? So in 2025, we're not reacting to people who don't deserve our energy. We're staying in our own safe haven, in our peace, and we gonna do that. You feel me? I feel like the second thing I want to talk about too is just setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is another way to take back your power, to protect your energy, because a lot of times us as people, we tend to we try to please everybody. And I know a lot of people might not do this, and and there might be a lot of people that do. So if you resonate with this, then you resonate with it. But a lot of times we'll try to please everybody. We try to do everything for everybody, and we everywhere, and it's draining our energy, and it's draining our body and our energy, right? And at the end of the day, you cannot please everybody. You would never please everybody. You would never do that. And you have to understand that you come first before anything. If you don't feel like doing something, don't do it. Simple as that. And that person or that friend group or family would have to understand, like, if you speak and you be like, hey, like, I don't have the energy to do this, or I'm not going to make it, or I just don't feel like it, I'm not in the space to do so, that person or that family member should understand, like, hey, I respect that, thanks for letting me know. And if they don't understand that, that's something that they have to work on. That's something that that person have to work on. We in 2025, we are doing things. We are doing things that we are setting boundaries. We are telling people no. Because setting boundaries and telling people no is, I feel like it coincides with each other. Because a lot of times people have a problem with telling people no. And being able to tell people no is such a power. It's such a power because, like I said, it protects how you feel. It genuinely shows that, like, hey, I don't have the energy to do this. And that person on the other end should be able to respect that, to respect where you're coming from and be like, okay, well, let me dot this, dot that. Let me move forward, or let me go invite somebody else or something like that. And if they don't understand it, like I said, it's something that they have to work on. It's not your problem, or it's not something that you have to do, or you don't feel bad for saying no because you're thinking about them. That's not your responsibility. If you genuinely feel like you don't have energy to go out, or you don't feel like you want to do this, or you don't feel like talking or something like that, it is good to speak how you feel. It's good to say, hey, I don't have the energy to talk, or I don't have the energy to go out tonight. It's your friend, it's your family. They should understand. You get what I'm saying? So it's just being in that power to be like, hey, I don't feel like it. That's all you need to do. Being in that power, knowing how powerful that is, and just saying no, like, you should have, and you should have people in your circle to understand when you don't feel like doing something. If you have people in your family who don't, or your friends who don't, then you have to be like, hey, if you're not understanding my boundaries, you're not understanding where I'm coming from, then either we gonna have to, do something else. Something else gonna have to do something. hey, either you understand or you don't. And if you don't, not my problem. That's just not my problem. Not my problem. The third way of how we're taking our power back in 2025 is we're no longer living in fear. Fear is the biggest way to control you and to make you feel powerless. We have to regain that power by understanding how powerful we are as a spiritual being. Not moving in fear, but moving in love. Once you move with love, everything kind of just bends in your way. Everything bends to your benefit. But if you living in fear, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, this is happening. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, no, I don't want to happen. I don't want this to happen. Oh, what if this happened? Oh, no. You become powerless and powerless and powerless. We are at our powerful energy when we are dictating things and we are moving in love and we're not moving in fear. We following how we feel. We listening to our intuition. This is how we should be as spiritual beings. This is our natural state. We don't move in fear. We move in love. That's how we supposed to do it. But it's so many things that make you fall into that state of fear. A lot of things that make you fall is the things that we watch. It's the energy that we're taking around other people, or it's the fear mongering that's on TV, or just all the information. It can kind of make you feel so closed in and make you want to be recluse from the world and don't want to do nothing or express yourself in the way that you want to, or do things that you want to do in the world. And I know sometimes it get hard, and I understand that. To remove that fear, I think it's a thing you have to really understand that everything is going to work in your favor. It's always going to work in your favor. You have to change your paradigm into that way of thinking, in that sense of like, I'm going to do this and this is going to happen and everything is going to go as planned. Don't think about everything that's gonna go wrong. Think about everything that's gonna go right. You know what I'm saying? Think about everything that's gonna go right in the situation. Change your mind, change your way of thinking, and things are going to start moving, and things are going to start changing form into the things that you always want to do. You can't live in that fear. That fear keeps you trapped. That fear keeps you in a lower vibration. And to move your vibrations to a higher frequency, you have to start moving up and eventually moving in love. And you won't worry about what will go wrong or any bad things happening. You won't be like, no, this is happening in my favor. Everything is happening in my favor. You gonna chase that dream. You gonna do what you want to do. You gonna do whatever fuels your heart. You gonna follow that. You gonna listen to that with no regret. Not listening to people that want you to be in that state. There's a lot of energies and entities that want you to stay in that low energetic state, that low vibrational state of fear. And I know it's hard because they doing it everywhere. They doing their best. They doing their best work of trying to keep us in fear. And best believe it has been working. That's what I'm like, if anything, they have definitely, whatever they done did to understand the power of fear, they done did it. Because there's a lot of people living in fear. And once we all start beginning to move in love as a unity, it's going to be unstoppable. We have the power. We all have the power as a humanity to create the world we want to. But fear is the reason why it's hard to do that. Fear is what keeps us separated. Fear keeps us living in duality. But once we move into love, all of that just goes away. This is another way we give our power away too. And it's probably going to be the last one, but we let the environment control our energy. We let the environment control our emotions. And that's for people, that's for circumstances, that's for experiences, that's for mishaps. We have to realize in 2025 that we are in control. It always starts inside out, people, not outside in. You get all of this in together and then let the world work around you. Don't let the world start first and then you just follow up what the environment give you. No, you do the inner work. You set your intentions. You set your day and how it's going to go, and then you let the environment adjust to that. But a lot of times we have one thing that will happen in a day, or like one mishap, or one thing that will happen and then our whole day is messed up, right? We'll feel like the whole day is messed up. Yeah, you have an attitude, or you just wouldn't be in that right energy, and you be like, because of that one thing. Like, no. Every morning, start every rising, set your intentions, say what you want out into the universe, say how you want your day to go. Put that out there, and then let the rest happen. Let the rest happen around you. But even if something do come up, don't give that its energy. When it happens, accept it, feel that emotion. I'm not saying to not feel the emotions that happen, because even myself, in situations, I tend to, when it happened right there, the anger comes out, but I don't let it stay, and I continue to have a good day. This is me saying that you should continue to have a good day. If anything happened, don't let things mess up your day just because of one thing that happened. Stay in your power, stay grounded. Don't lose yourself. Know that power is in you to create the world around you, not the other way around. So once you understand that, you will get your power back. That's why I'm saying, like, this is a important short podcast, but I just wanted people to understand their power, not reacting to everybody, not living in fear, setting boundaries, These are very important. Like even in relationships, I feel like, or even in toxic relationships, we tend to get attached. And I feel like attachment is a part of things that take away your power too, of like, especially to negative situations, especially negativity. Mm, 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 mm. I also feel like negativity is a way too. Like no more allowing negative people or people that bringing your energy down, that's causing you to not feel like yourself. If you're in situations to where you're around people and you feel like your nervous system is is off and it's off whack, and you feel like nervous, or you feel anxiety, or you feel anxious, even though those two the same words, ignore that. But if you feel like there's a you shaking, your hand shaking, you got sweats and all of this, like those are not the people for you. If you in any environment, if you in any situation where you don't feel like you can be yourself, and you don't feel like you can thrive, and you don't feel like you can be your just true spiritual self in a situation, you shouldn't be around those people. And I know that there's a lot of energy vampires out there too. So it's like you have to watch out for these people. If you around these people and these people got you acting out of character, you have to really take that power back and know that you deserve more. You deserve better. You don't deserve to feel like not yourself when you're around that person, or when you leave that person, like your energy is off. You feel like lost, or you feel like not in that peace, and you don't feel balanced. That's indicators of like these are people that are draining your energy. You got to take that back. We have to start understanding that we deserve much more. We deserve people that are giving to our energy, that's making us feel energized, that's making us feel full of life, happy, cheerful. It makes you feel like you can be who you are. And then it's just like your vibration is better around them. Like you're not triggered, or you don't feel like you have to be on your you don't feel like you walking on eggshells around them. That's not the type of energy that you need to be around. And that's just me to all the people that's watching. I want you to have better situations. I want you to be happier in situation, and your nervous system to feel calm and peaceful around people, because you deserve that. I deserve that. We deserve that. Like we going into the new year, man. Like we got to start living in our power. We got to start. Ooh, we got to start. We got to start walking in that power, actually. And that's all I wanted to discuss today, y'all. I wanted to keep this a short podcast. Um, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, because I did. I really wanted to get this message out to y'all. Um, I hope y'all are having a happy holidays. And I won't be recording the week of Christmas. So this will be the last time y'all will see me until the New Year's. So I really hope y'all have a great holiday. I hope y'all have a great celebration, to be with family, to have a great time. If you celebrate Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, or wherever you are in the world, I hope y'all have a great week in the next week. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I love the support of the podcast. It has been a beautiful beginning and inception of what's to come of my dream. And we're growing. I've been appreciating all of the feedback, all of the support. It has been a true honor to sit here and be able to just speak my truth, and to be able to speak my perspective, and y'all to understand it and listen to it. I want to continue to do this in next year, 2025. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to be great, and we're going to be back the week of January. So January, I think Wednesday is after January 1st. So we're going to be back that week. Don't worry. I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. I will see you again in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks? 1 week? 2 weeks? I think I will see you on January 2nd. So I love y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And this was the night edition too, by the way. You see, this is the night version. I actually record this late at night just for y'all. So we're all walking back to the eternal light. While we on this journey, make sure you continue to take your power back. Know who you are. Know how powerful you are as a spiritual being. Love yourself. Know that you deserve the world. And that's it. I'm out. See y'all next time.